Recording?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Ready to go live? How's yeah? Hey, look, we're live. Let me play the theme tune, eh? Yes, hello and welcome to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's the only podcast on earth that is a complete shit show. I am Turch, and with me is my co-host, the CEO, the asshole between two burly men. It is Kieran. How are you today, buddy?
I am good. I should not drink and talk.
Drink
really
and
what
talk. I know.
do.
I don't know why. I don't know why you said that when we were on our last friend group Zoom call, but that's definitely something you did say, and just told me to write it down. And now it's out for the world to enjoy on a podcast.
I feel like you've got a notebook.
I do. Look, it's full of notes. Full of notes. Full of notes. You know how it is. You love it. You absolutely love it. Far out. Kieran, what a week it's been. What a week it's been here in Victoria.
Has it already been a week? Fuck me.
It's been a week since we last streamed, which is amazing.
I know.
I don't know about you.
I feel really bad. Yeah.
Why? Why do you feel bad?
Well, we've got a friend we're doing Taskmaster, where he sends us tasks to do, and we do those tasks and we post them in the chat. Good way to get rid of the time. And the latest task was turn your bathroom into some place you would rather be.
Yep.
And I haven't done that task yet.
You should.
I feel like
you
it's
should do it tonight. I don't think anyone's done that one. I feel I've let him down a little bit. I feel like I'd let him down just a little bit on that one there. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll get something else going there. But this weekend, we're very exciting. We're doing a virtual pub crawl through our house.
Yes,
it's going to be very nice. I'm
right.
hosting that for you guys, so you better get excited for that.
Oh, bloody oath, I'm excited for the virtual pub crawl. What type of pubs are we going to?
A bit of everything, mate. A bit of everything, and that's the important thing. But Kieran, before we do talk about our nothingness, we should do what our show is good at.
Hang on. I'm not getting you. I'm not. Whoa. I know you've got things to say, right?
Oh, I got lots of things,
and that's fine. But let's get to the important stuff. Are we going to Cherry Bar? Will the night end up in virtual Cherry Bar?
It
with
may
the sticky
end up.
Floors?
It'll end up somewhere definitely very sticky. Let's just go with that.
And are we going to start the night off in class? What's that whiskey bar we always go to here in Melbourne?
Oh, yeah, we're not starting there, but we're going to start somewhere classy. So don't worry. The class factor starts early and it ends in shambles. And I think that's the usual sort of end of our nights when we do go out. And that's the most important thing.
And we're going to, because it's virtual as well, we're going to need a kebab, make your kebab for the end of the night.
Make a kebab. Wow, I haven't organised a make your kebab sort of thing. That wasn't part of the instructions, but we'll get something in there anyway. But Kieran, I've got lots of things to rant about. So, I've been very busy in the last week, and I thought to myself, I'm going to be better than Kieran in every possible way. And not that that's very difficult for me to do, but nonetheless, I'm trying my best. So what I did was, I thought to myself, we're doing this pub crawl. How amazing would it be, now that we're live, how amazing would it be if we ever had if we had glasses, like a glass, with our logo on it. So when we drink, it says our logo on it. Wouldn't that be amazing, especially for the two hosts? So I went out of my way and contacted all these companies about what I want. I looked all this and that. And fucking hell, it's expensive.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to then
Vietnam. I'm telling you, Vietnam is the place to go.
I can't wait. I can't wait till we can actually go.
I'm going to take you and Jess.
Sounds good. I'm excited. Not for our honeymoon, but for something. Let's go with that.
we're gonna do a podcast a number of podcasts in Vietnam as we travel around the country.
It may be in a couple of years, but we'll get there. But I've been contacting all of these companies, and some of them were like, "Yeah, we're happy to provide you the glasses. It's all good, but you have to buy a minimum of 48." And I'm just gonna put it out there. I can't justify ordering 40, even if it's 24 glasses each. I can't justify buying 48 glasses with our logo on it, even though it is technically cheaper. So I thought, no, let me try to find some other way. So I tried to organize with another company. And a lot of companies want me to buy 48 or up to 200. And I didn't want them just to put the sticker on it like they do. Like they can put like the stickery type thing. But that comes off if you wash it after a while. But what you can do is get glasses laser etched in. And that way it never comes off. It's really good. Yeah. So it'll look something like this Glenlivet glass there. It's like all like beautiful etched in. And that's what I wanted. I'm like, great, how can I do this? So it's even more expensive. But every time I contact someone, like they have that virtual chat thing on a lot of websites these days. And I'm all for it. So I'm like, they're like, hey, how can we help you? I'm like, great. Hey, I want to etch, I don't know, let's just say 6 glasses, make it a nice even sort of thing. 3 for you, 3 for me, just in case we break 1 or 2, which will happen, you know us.
There's bound to be breakage.
Exactly right. So I thought, you know what, let me just do that. 6 glasses, I want them etched. Here's the logo. It's ready to rock and roll. How much is it? And then they'll email me back and go, so what product do you want? I'm like, it was in the email already. I said, I want this type of glass and this type of, this number, this and that. This is the postcode that you're going to be delivering to, for a quote. That should be enough, you'd think. Give me a quote. And then the next email, not even like one site was doing this to me, like multiple sites were doing this to me. It'd be like, please give us your address, or please tell me the quantity.
Turch, I feel really vilified here. I think that's the right word. Now you know how hard it is to be a CEO.
Well, you know what's funny?
The spoons and to organise all of this. Now you know that there's a lot of effort.
You know what's more exciting? Because I've been using the We Only Do One Take podcast email address, I've been signing back off as Turch, CFO. So the first email is like, hi, Anthony, this and that. And then I go, beautiful. Oh, look, Manbraid's telling me Eki. Ecchi? I'm writing that one down. I'm on it. Excellent. But nonetheless, I'm trying to get some nice glasses going for us. I think that'll be the best thing for us. And I'm trying to look, some sites do other things like, I can get a mug made for us really quick. But no one uses mugs. Have you ever seen anyone unironically use a mug?
Well, you can get the best Father of the Year mug.
Yeah, exactly.
Best CFO on a podcast mug.
You already got the Dr. CEO hat, which you should be wearing every single show.
Hang on, I think it's back here. Hang on.
That's right. But that's the thing. I want to get something good. Yeah, I want to get something good, and eventually I'd like to be able to say that's our product. The one product that we sell is a beer glass or
Nah, not there. Sorry.
No, not there. It's right for next show. Exactly. My homie goes to car meets with beer stein. It might just be a cultural thing. I was looking at beer steins, but I think I'm going to go like the a schooner class. I think schooner's the good size because it fits both pots and it fits like both a can or a bottle of beer. And if you go
are we not getting the Scotch glasses anymore?
I was going to get beer glasses. I thought that would be more suitable, but I could look at the Scotch glasses.
Oh, I just automatically thought Scotch glasses.
Well, we can get some of those.
Yeah, let's get both.
It's about the same. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's just the cost. That's the big thing that these companies play. I might have to order 48 of them. That's the problem, I think.
We'll just sell it.
No one's going to buy it. No one's going to buy it. I've had to make sure that they're like dishwasher safe. It's been hilarious. I've never asked so many questions about a glass.
Oh, you just put them in a dishwasher. That's good. That's good because mine will go in the dishwasher, and then I'll have to get a permanent marker and write Woo Dot on it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh yeah. You got anything to rant about, Kieran?
I'm amazed that we've got comments.
Yeah, it's great. The comments are talking to each other.
I've turned them off because I need minimal distraction.
Otherwise, yeah, that's it.
Otherwise, I just get drawn away.
It's true. It's true. You're very distracted for a professor. How many wild turkeys have you had?
Because then I go on rants and I just talk about stuff. Eventually,
good.
Back.
Have you got something to rant about today?
Well, no, I don't. But Turch, I'm sure you have seen what's hit the press 2 to 3 days ago, maybe even 4.
Oh, potentially. It's been not much in the news, but what has tickled your fancy the most?
It's to do with Disney.
Right. What's happening with Disney?
Have you not heard about this?
No. I've been focusing on some other stuff, and we'll talk about those later. But what's happening with Disney?
Well, you've been focusing on the glasses and the.
Well, that's why I've been busy. Unlike the CEO, I'm actually working.
No. CEO is about vision, not about execution. That's
zero vision.
That's the peasants under. That's why I outsource it to you, Turch.
The vision's always here, buddy. This is why we're live on YouTube at the moment.
You're welcome.
You know what? I will have to get Jess to get me a kazoo to play the theme tune at the end. That's a promise. That's a promise I'm keeping. That's how we deal it around here.
We keep all our promises here at the We Only Do One Take podcast.
Well,
it just takes a little while to deliver.
This is like a mother telling the father off, like, why haven't you mowed the lawn? I'll get to it. I will. Don't bother me. Same principle.
Exactly. All right. By the way, did you know my father? You know how I was going to become the celebrant for your wedding?
Yeah. He's going to become a celebrant. I think you told me about it.
He's going to become a celebrant.
There you go. That takes a year.
It takes apparently 6 weeks if you actually are retired and can just do all the work.
See, I'm making fans happy in the comments there. I'm very proud of myself.
Very good. No, important news. Disney is getting rid of woke social justice warrior employees.
Really?
Disney executives have... What's that?
Don't worry. We'll do some later. Yeah, okay, so woke Disney employees are being fired, are they?
Yeah, the executives have decided that the customer is always right. Too many people have left Disney.
Disney
not paying
Plus or...
for watching the movies and they're not reaching the high levels of numbers that Disney executives should expect. And they've determined that it's because they're taking political stances.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And the public doesn't want political stances, they just want movies.
That's always been the case, hasn't it? Like, as soon as you put a political inflection on anything, unless you're specifically looking for that, but if you're just wanting to watch some Disney cartoons and, stuff like that, all you want is just the good stuff.
That's right. So, apparently, the Twitter sphere, I don't go on Twitter, but Turch, has blown up. And people are outraged.
Yep.
And I just think that they should just stick to their bread and butter and just make great movies and let the actors, if the actors want to be political, let the actors be political.
Yeah, that's separate. It's like the artist from the art itself. Just keep those two completely separate. I completely agree. I mean, at the end, Frank Zappa did some weird stuff, and the guys from Rage Against the Machine, for instance, they're completely socialistic in their views, but the riffs are pretty good. I wouldn't say, they're the greatest, like I said last week, he's not the greatest guitarist, but he's the riffs are good. Just, a little bit overrated, but that's the way things go. But I'm amazed, Disney's actually doing that,
Yeah, they're coming out, they're taking the stance, they're saying they want to get rid of any employee who attacks a customer, they're going to get rid of. They
Attacks
said
a customer?
Yeah, any Disney employee where... So apparently they're Star Wars, right? The last two Star Wars.
Yeah.
Trying to empower women, yada, yada. Good cause, right? Etc. But the movie took... I don't know. I sort of watch those Star Wars films, but to me, the movie is more about the leg room. And
I know you're
and how much the chair reclines, and are you getting a 3-course meal while you're watching the movie? Have you got a good amount of alcohol? Can you have a good nap? Can you wake up and have dessert? That's a good quality movie.
Yeah,
right.
So we rate movies very differently, you and I. You rate it on the everything but the film itself. And I rate it on the film itself.
No. And if the movie can hold my attention while everything else is going on, it's a good film.
I just watched a film called King Kung Fu.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the greatest films I've ever seen in my life. It's about a gorilla from China who gets taught how to do Kung Fu by Al Kung Fu in China and comes over to America and just gets freed and just gets to fight all these police officers. It's pretty goddamn funny.
All right.
And the baseball team.
Will that hold my attention, Turch?
Look, the quality of the film, because it was on YouTube, was pretty low, but if I could find a good quality version of it, I would absolutely say we have to watch it together and do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 version of it. Can we? Okay, so there's a few cool comments here. Socialism was core to Rage Against the Machine. It wasn't tacked on like Disney. Yeah, that's true. It was part of their regular. It was part of their core sort of thing. And Enter the Chicken was a masterpiece. I've been obsessed with Bob and Big B since I was a wee kid. I actually got to interview Maxim and Bob, if you haven't checked that episode out. And Jess asked, can we watch Kieran try to multitask, respond to comments, and stream? I don't think you're going to get that.
Jess, I am trying to talk to Turch and drink without spilling.
That's very true.
That is as much multitasking as I need.
It doesn't mean, though, that you're going to get two suits at the wedding. There's just no fucking way. That's your own problem, mate. That's your own problem, mate. Well, Kieran, I don't know about you, where you live, but all this week, all the weekend, Yarra Valley Water told me that I couldn't even drink water from my tap. Does that happen to you?
No, Turch, because I live in the western suburbs. Now, the western suburbs have been made fun of. The western suburbs of Povo. The western suburbs are not great. The western suburbs is just a dust bowl. The western suburbs are full of scum. And they're probably
no exception
all true.
On your end.
Right. But the western suburbs does one thing well. Yeah. And that is the quality of our drinking water.
I just couldn't believe we got a message saying...
The quality of our drinking water was perfect. There was no interruption to the supply of our drinking water, to the reliability of our drinking water. And do you know what the problem is, Turch?
What?
The problem is CFOs. Because if they didn't cut costs...
But this is an environmental image.
No, it is clearly the CFO's fault.
The CFO only acts under the direction of the CEO. I don't know if the CFO doesn't make the decisions for the finances. He just goes, this is the information of the finances, make the decisions, and we'll enact it on your behalf.
No, that's where you're wrong, because the CFO has a lot of power. They get to disguise numbers and figures and say it's different things. And they can use their magic.
On the request of the CEO.
So don't you look, Turch, you're getting off point. The point is
the water here was shit. I felt like I was locked in my house. I wasn't allowed to leave my house because of this COVID stuff. I had to wear a mask to go out. I couldn't go to the shops for more than an hour. I have a curfew at 8 o'clock, and then the last thing I needed was You also can't drink the water from your own taps. Perfect, mate. Talk about dystopia. What's next? Fucking Godzilla and Gamera are gonna go flying around, or they're gonna release, AIDS monkeys. What are they gonna do next? It doesn't matter at this point.
Well, it comes in threes, Turch. It comes in threes. So we've had COVID, we've had the water crisis. Now, Victoria is, by the way, the most livable city.
It is, and I stand by that.
We may have COVID, we may not have drinking water, but by God, we are still the most livable city.
Well, you know what? Speaking of the most livable city in COVID, can I bring up COVID very quickly? Because I received something in my mailbox, and I think a lot of people have. So my brother messaged me last week and said, something came in our mailbox, and you have to check it out. It's about this guy who's a big conspiracy theorist, and is completely insane, and has his own website ready to go. And I'm like, yes, absolutely. Let me check this out. He sent it to me. I had a bit of a checkout. Didn't have enough time. I was going to bring some stuff in. And then I saw a whole bunch of people say, I got this in my mailbox. This is ridiculous. This and that. This is a violation of my freedoms. I'm like, man, it's same for junk mail and me. Just put it in the bin. There's no issues. But I got this in my mailbox today. And have a look at this bad boy. I don't know if you can... there we go. Doctors and nurses.
Speak of scary virus and mass scams.
So, amazing, right? Amazing. This came in my mailbox. It's a great little postcard. Obviously, someone went to Vistaprint, right? And I went onto his website, and it's basically, he's got like, all of this is a conspiracy by the Illuminati, and they're trying to put some things in our vaccines so they can track us and trace us. And this old guy, you can sort of see him in the picture here. Like that, right? That guy there. They talked to that guy for like an hour on an hour-long YouTube video. And you thought our podcasts were bad. Holy crap, this is a different level. This guy is so incoherent, and obviously like, southeastern suburbs, well off, rich, thinks he's better than everybody else, and he just goes off the rails off the first thing. So, and the first 5 minutes he goes, I'm not a doctor, and I don't claim to be a doctor, but I'm pretty sure those doctors, from the research that I've done, COVID's not real. And I'm like, perfect. So I don't know if anyone else
Can we have him on the
got
podcast?
this. So today, after work, I was trying to find, so they've got that website there, protectorparty.com. It's not even .au, but it's definitely Australian. I was trying to find out, like, from his, that website, like, actually contact us via an email or a phone number, and I couldn't really find a proper one. Like, they had one for the guest, and I tried to backtrace the stuff on YouTube to see where I can connect up, like, send them a message on social media. I couldn't really find one, but I'll try and find it. But yes, I would love to have him on the show. It's awesome. But people are... What?
I'm googling the website right now.
Yeah,
and nothing.
Oh, is it shut down?
Protector. Yeah, protectorparty.com. I'm getting nothing.
It's gone. I looked it up like last week when Steph, my brother, showed me, and I was like, "Oh, this is great! I'm gonna do some more research on this," because I was trying to find out. I would love to get him on the show and for him to talk crap, but obviously, the server, whoever's hosting his website, has got too many complaints, which is unfair.
Oh, look, it's probably gone to bluehost.com, paid $2 a month.
Yeah. Forgot to pay. Be good if it'd be good. I know, Jess, he is multitasking, but you can tell because he's not talking as much, and I've had to fill in space. So I was just trying to find out a little bit about him and talk, but I just couldn't find anything. So hopefully we can find hopefully we can find something. Yeah, I know. If you're not in the
Jess
chat,
is watching. Jess in the chat is no doubt watching the Bachelor or the Bachelorette or Paradise and God knows where.
Yeah.
And not really paying attention to us. So let's not give her the satisfaction.
No, that's fair enough. Love you.
Jess.
Kieran, Yes. I was going to say I've got an article, if you're ready for that, unless you've got something else.
No, what was your rant?
Oh, well, our rant was just about the water. You know, should probably have that water a little bit better. But Kieran, here's a great one. A mother of a dead transgender girl has launched a bid to preserve her sperm so the grandmother can have grandchildren in Scotland.
A mother of a transgender.
So this mother, right? This mother had a child. It was originally a boy, and it transitioned over to be a girl. But that girl died. The grandmother, or the mother, sorry, of the child wants to save the sperm of the transgender girl so she can one day have grandchildren.
So the way that works is a female goes, I want to have kids and I want to get the sperm, so I'm going to go to a sperm bank.
Yeah.
But my understanding is they don't know the identity of the male is not given. It's sort of kept secret.
I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I've never had to give sperm before.
Because there was a big case a few years ago which was saying something like women who've done that, and this child had this genetic disorder, and wanted to contact the father, because he wanted to know the family. This person wanted to know the family history of the side of the family. If does this child need to get any medical operations, or how severe are they at risk of getting some diseases? But the other thing is that the dead person can't consent. And then you,
wait.
You talk
That's
about
your
it,
issue with this?
By the time you talk about it,
you
can't get the shut up for a second. And then by the time they're dead, you can't really get the sperm. It's like, how long does sperm last when you're dead?
I don't know. I guess if you freeze it, it'll last forever, wouldn't it? I don't know how much biodegrading.
Oh wait, no. Did I just jump? Wait, the transgender child's not dead.
Yeah, the transgender child's dead.
Dead, right? Yeah. Okay.
So that person died, and obviously, it was a woman. Like they identified as a woman, but still obviously had testicles that was creating sperm.
Yeah.
So the grandmother's like,
gonads, I believe they're called.
That's right. The grandmother or the mother of the child has gone, I still want grandchildren. Can I preserve the sperm? See, this adds a bigger layer of thing for me, because now you have to go not only go like gather the sperm, but now you have to find a woman who's willing to conceive a child from sperm like this to a dead transgender girl for a grandchild she might not even have any connection to. That might not even. It's like basically they just see like a baby incubator, or an egg, and then put it in like a test tube, because the grandmother or the mother wants grandchildren. But that is like the most selfish thing I've ever heard in my life.
Very, 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 it's very, very selfish.
Is this an indirect necrophilia? Is that a new fetish? That's fantastic. That's next level. That's next level fetish. If that's your fetish, you've got very expensive tastes, ma'am. By the way,
I would just think that if your child died, you'd be very upset and wouldn't even be thinking about that.
And yes, that Protector Party guy is a David Icke fanboy. He thinks there's some reptiles as well, when I did have a bit of a look up at him. Yeah. Amazing.
All right.
Amazing. All right, you got some more news?
Turch, live fans, this is why Melbourne is the most livable city in the world. I know we've got some international guests. I know that they live in America. But Melbourne is the most livable city in the world. And I can tell you why, Turch. I can tell you why.
Yep.
Because we don't have this problem.
Yep.
Brisbane brothel warns person dumping poo on their premises. First there was a poo jogger. Now there's a poo bomber. A brothel and a sex shop in Brisbane has put signs up calling out for a neighbour who has dumped excrement-filled bags outside their business. To the person who keeps dumping their dog poo bags on our premise, we will pass the photo on to the police, so please stop. The Canine West has been left outside the venues reportedly at least 10 times during the past fortnight. It is not known whether it was a dirty protest aimed at the business, but one dog walker had been seen bolting away. A worker at Eve's Kisses adult store told that the area was full of dog walkers and there was some litter. However, this goes beyond any understanding. It is just disgraceful.
So is it dog poo or is it human excrement?
No, it's dog poo.
Oh, it's dog poo.
It's dog.
Okay. How many times this has happened at the venue?
10 in the last fortnight.
The poo jogger's distant relative, for real. No way. Come on, man brain. That's ridiculous.
In another case. So you just thought this was one. No. There has been a poo jogger who was captured on CCTV and he was discovered going for a dump, and then he was forced to clear up his mess by a furious shopkeeper. A camera mounted on a wall outside the back of a shop captured a grey rubbish skip and a small gap between it and a brick wall. A man was crouching in the gap. A shop worker then emerged from the shop and used the door to trap the excrement exerciser. The
excrement?
So, being very... The offender was then forced to use his bare hands to clean up the waste and carried off with him across the road. In April!
Thank you, man brain. And then... Here we go here. In New Zealand, we've got a serial dildo thieves. It says Redongo. Amazing. I need to know more about that too.
Yeah.
And Manbrain's going to DM me some details about the poo jogger distant relative. That's great. We're going to have to get that sort of stuff up. There's another poo bandit, is there?
And well, in April in Sydney, Melbourne doesn't have this because we're civilised. In Sydney's inner west, locals also discovered a poo jogger in their midst. So these people are jogging. Yeah. And obviously they've probably had some kind of curry or vegetables or something the night before.
A very fibrous diet.
Very, very fibrous diet. And then they've gone, you know what, I'm going to go for my run. And then midway through...
But is it the same spot every single time? Obviously. Like this alleyway you were talking about. I mean, that's premeditated then. That's premeditated poo. Because you can't just walk around and then suddenly go...
It's not like it's a Saturday night at 2 a.m. That's different.
Yeah. I remember once I was catching a cab or an Uber to see you fellas in the city. And we were stopped... we were about to hop onto Smith Street, and just on the side of the road, 3 girls. This was like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. It was still early, and then they were already peeing in an alleyway on the side. And then Jess and I were just like, "Is that really happening?" And then all the girls go, "What are you looking at?" And then we drove away. I tell you what, at least peeing in an alley is not too bad.
Yeah, that's okay. What time was that?
Oh, like 8 o'clock, 8:30 at the absolute latest. Like, it wasn't even that dark yet.
Do you
they must have been drinking all day. Eagle Bar? No, I never do. No. That's where we met.
I know. Oh, good. For those that don't know, Eagle Bar is the La Trobe University's bar, and Thursday night was the night. Thursday night was, this was really good. And I remember being there. We'd probably been there for maybe this was a 3rd year in a row or 4th year in a row.
Yeah.
And we had already been in. I think we had decided we want to beat because I think we no longer went there or something like that. But we still wanted to turn up.
Yeah.
But we thought, we need to get in before security turns up and they start IDing everyone.
Yes.
So we were in there, and then the night comes along and it's like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. And I remember this really, really... There must have been first years, it's like week 2 or something. And I remember these girls sort of dragging in one of her friends, trying to make her look sober. And then 30 minutes later, so this must have been about 8 o'clock, 8:30. I look over and it's that same girl and she just goes, bam.
I do remember her, and it was literally like a stop and a like that straight flat on her face. It was so early in the evening as well. That's amazing.
Like amateurs. It was like the DJ hasn't even started.
Or Kieran.
Yeah.
We did a live show last week as well.
We did.
Right?
We did.
But we got
drinking green cordial.
It was, yes, you were drinking green cordial. I thought it was very strange. But you know what we did get after all the, the chat log and all this and that was great, of checking up today. And we actually got 2 comments on that show. I thought I'd bring them in to show, because it seems like the guy was responding to a completely different video.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to pull them up now. Let me get them up here. There we go. So this is number 1. It's going to flick around here, hopefully. Let's have a look. There we go. All right.
Oh, this is the 21st century here.
I know. Yeah. So, do you want to... This is his first comment. All right.
Your train argument holds no weight.
Let's read it out here. Also, your train argument holds no weight. First, you're being disingenuous when you say you can jump on a moving train and feel nothing. It's been proven you slightly can. But it's irrelevant because
just correct me if I'm wrong. Did we talk about trains last week?
I don't think we did. I don't, especially jumping on trains. But it's irrelevant because once the train reaches maximum velocity, then it's only moving 1 speed. Okay. Flat earthers argue we are moving at least 6 different speeds on Earth. So this guy's responding about our flat Earth stuff. Right? The Earth spin is 1 speed. The Earth around the sun is 2nd speed. The solar system around the galaxy is 3rd speed. The galaxy around the universe is a 4th speed, and the universe is expanding, which is a 6th speed. So we're missing the 5th one, I guess. All the corkscrewing and rotating, yet our night sky remains the same for thousands of years. We'd have to be in the center of the universe if that were true. Also, the physics of a ball means different spins depending on where you are on the ball. The ball rotates faster on top than it does at the bottom. Yet we have connected oceans, nice and calming, moving at different speeds. They would be churning. Look, bros, get someone on who can truly argue flat Earth points like David Weiss or Eric Dubé, not some dude who you all make look stupid piece. And look, that was comment number 1. I thought, okay, comment number 2 must also be pretty good. No, it was the same guy. Same guy. This was actually his first comment. If they were to hide a flat Earth, dome-covered Earth, it's not to hide God or to make money, it's to prevent chaos. Whatever that means. Scientific studies show how animals in cages live completely unnatural lives, no matter how big the cage is. They spend their lives depressed, searching for an exit until they lay down and die. I believe the government discovered the flat Earth at the end of World War II. When they finally had rocketry, they hit the top of the dome and breaking ships and ice-breaking ships that found the Antarctica as well. At that time, they couldn't risk telling a fractured, broken world that it needed to be rebuilt, that we all live in a giant cage. So they kept lying, and if they told the truth now, it would end civilization as we know it, but people all over the world will lose faith in their governments while they freak out on each other. This is the only plausible explanation of how you could amass the people necessary to keep this alive. If they were hiding God, someone would tell the truth. But if it ends the world and thrusts into chaos, well, I'm not certain almost anybody would be on board with helping keep that secret, not to mention all societies and economies run on the rarity of resources. If endless resources exist in Antarctica, what? That would also kill current world system. I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying I understand why they told the lie and why they keep the lie. Peace. What? I don't know what's going on in any of these comments, but it is amazing to see this train of thought. I would love to get this guy on, this Daniel Stout guy.
Oh, let's get Daniel Stout on. That was just brilliant. Had no idea what he was talking about.
I have no idea. It seems like he's responding.
I'm not gonna lie. My drink is almost out, so I was also very worried about my drink.
I'm worried about this whole thing that the reason why so there's a dome on top of the Earth apparently, but we've also, I guess he doesn't believe we've been to space. Like, it's one of those weird things with conspiracy theory people. Like, it's either all or nothing. Like, I bet you this guy here, if he is a flat earther, which sounds like he is, obviously does. By what I'm reading here, he must not believe that we've been to the moon, right?
Shit.
But I bet
probably.
Yeah, but I just like how you just dropped something on yourself and just said you would.
No, I didn't drop. I'm just getting comfortable.
Oh, fair enough. That's how you're making the podcast experience better for yourself, like your movie reviews. But in the same sense, this guy here, I would say, is like one of those guys that doesn't believe that. Like, he's obviously believing that the whole world is like all these governments are in cahoots with each other with a conspiracy. But he's talking about, well, I don't understand why he's talking about endless resources exist in Antarctica. Like,
we don't mine what?
we don't mine anywhere in Antarctica. I'm 100% sure we don't.
No, there's some kind of treaty on it. The moon is just this 2D painting made by Michelangelo. Yeah, fair enough.
It's just on the dome. Like, they just got him up there with a really big ladder, I guess. Anyway, David Weiss or Eric Dubay. There you go. We can get, like, let's just say this is in response to our episode of the Flat Earth, when we had the Flat Earth guy on.
I thought must have really pissed some people off.
Yeah, we must have. I gotta say, I thought we were very fair and reasonable with that guy. Like, we let him talk as much as he wanted. We put some counter arguments and we asked for his responses. We let him show all the information that he wanted. Maybe we have to do it live with him again. And that way like last time he put up all these like videos and screens and pictures that we sort of talked about and he had up as well as evidence. But maybe we should do that for the next time we have someone on that's a flat earther and do it live and talk to them properly.
I agree. I'm going to sign off on that as CEO.
Fantastic.
See, this is a good relationship we have.
Anthony, get this guy on the show, and we will we'll talk about it then. The physics, I don't understand. He said there's 6 speeds, at least 6 different speeds, but he doesn't talk about a fifth
provided
one.
5.
Yeah, but it's like that old thing where it's like, oh, how to trick people. Get 3 pigs and write 1, 2, and 4 on them. And then let people get confused about where the 3rd pig is. You know, release them, and when they catch them all, they'll only catch 1, 2, and 4 and think where number 3 is. This is the same sort of thing, but I'm not going to think about it I'm not going to think about the 5th speed that much. Maybe it's something to do with the train. Who knows?
What the hell does the physics of a ball mean different spin? I don't know.
I'm not quite sure. To be perfectly honest. I really just don't know. There's some really great chats here. The moon is part of the dome. The flat earth was real, don't you think? The Russians would have spread that to the Cold War and fracture America. I said the exact same thing. I think that to him as well. And that's what it is. And Dave Icke told me the truth. Yeah. We all love David Icke. He's absolutely insane. I don't even know how he still makes money doing what he does, but I'm very impressed that he can do it.
Oh, that's very good. Well, I look forward to the next comments that we get on the We Only Do One Take podcast YouTube.
Hey, it's growing. Yeah. Look at that. We got lots of people watching at the moment. It's a lot of fun. We have lots of fun.
What else are you going to do on what else are you going to do on lockdown?
There's not much else to Netflix. Do. Protector Party's gone. You can't even talk to him.
You can't. Yeah, what else are you going to do? You might as well just watch 2 idiots make fools of themselves.
Sounds about right. That does sound like what we're doing right now. Anyway, Kieran, you got some more news for us?
That should go on the wedding speech.
There you go.
All right.
You better write
Sorry,
these
Jess.
things down.
Oh, don't worry, Turch. Don't worry,
Yeah.
Turch. I've got the gift of the gab. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm actually disappointed that Toastmasters isn't on at the moment.
Wouldn't you think they'd be able to do Toastmasters digitally?
Oh, maybe I only turned up twice.
But it's good on the resume. That's all it is.
Turch.
Much more high quality than Twitch, thank you. Just said you're not ad-libbing the wedding speech, so it's fine. And thank you, we are higher quality than Twitch. It's because I didn't neaten up my beard. And Kieran, you should just leave the dirty mustache.
The dirty mustache.
Yeah, just shave everything but the mustache. Why not?
It's just the dirty mustache.
Yeah, just you know. Anyway, you got some news.
I do have some news, Turch. Have you ever been caught having sex on Zoom?
No.
That's good. That's good. Philippines.
Hey, you can't
government
afford my
official
live
court-
shows, buddy. You can't afford my live shows. That's
$2 a peep?
I'm banned on Pornhub. You know that, right?
That is a claim to fame.
Manbrain, who's in the chat, and I are both banned on
I
Pornhub at the moment.
I should mention that at your wedding.
Yeah,
That can
sure.
go on the speech.
I'm proud of that. That's a great thing. Pornhub and Xvideo both banned from. In fact, this podcast is banned on Pornhub. Remember, you are also banned. Classic Jabari
That's
story.
Oh, fuck, bring that up. Bring up Jabari. Bring up Jabari.
Oh, all right, Kieran, what do you got for us?
I can't do it at this end. Bring up Jabari. Jabari is so good.
I can't do Jabari right now. You just do your news thing, and we'll go from there.
What do you mean we can't? What do you mean you can't do Jabari?
I haven't prepared it. Everything
had
has to be prepared. People can watch it on our YouTube channel anytime that they want. Yeah, that's
All
right.
Anyway, a government official in the Philippines has been removed from his post after being caught having sex with his secretary during a Zoom call.
I did hear about this. That's amazing.
Captain Jesus is still.
Oh, I love it. I love it when they have like names like that. It's so good.
Captain Jesus is still of the Fatima Dos Village Council in the province of can't pronounce.
Yeah.
Appeared not to know his camera was on at the time of the incident, witnessed by numerous members of the council staff. What was really interesting was that it was during a conference call that he was meant to be on.
That's great. That's so good.
But it shows Captain Estill and a woman stood a distance back from the camera in one window of a conference call. The call was reportedly part of a regular council meeting that took place on August 26. The woman appears to drop her trousers before Captain Estill approaches the camera and seemingly attempts to turn it off. So not only, well, you can't, good on him for, we're all animals.
Yeah.
But fire him for not attending the council meeting.
Well, he was there, not even in body, but not even in spirit either. He was just there. He was on screen. The audio wasn't on. How many meetings have you gone to where you've just turned your audio off and had the chat window on one side and you're just looking at another website on your screen?
Oh, I just leave these in.
Yeah.
And then I just walk and do other stuff.
Yeah.
Washing gets done. All the boring housework stuff gets done.
Yeah, I do all the podcast stuff. So I'm in a meeting, listening to you, and I'm making sure we can live stream like this, or reading news articles that I probably shouldn't be doing on work time. But that's okay. That's normal. That's normal behavior.
Well, but I think it's okay because if you were at work, just think you're not now because you're working from home. You're no longer, what a work day's 8 hours?
Yep.
Ish.
Well, for you, it's like 2 to 3.
Church is frozen. What's that?
Oh, your work day's like 2 to 3 hours.
Hours of work? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But how many actual work hours do? You probably only do 2 or 3 actual work hours. The rest, you've got coffee meetings, you've got to walk down the hallway, you've got to, here's a pro tip, people. Always carry a bit of paper. People think you're working really hard if you carry a bit of paper.
It's like the clipboard
George
thing.
Costanza says... Yeah, George Costanza says, look angry. I say, bit of paper. There you go. Walk around with it.
Wait, what was on the back of that piece of paper?
This is the sexual knowledge, experience, and need scales for people with an intellectual disability.
Fantastic. Turn it around. I just saw... Mate, this is just the kind of weird stuff that I love. I can pull it out of you sometimes, and what you have in your house.
Here's a different bit of paper.
Good. That's where I wouldn't walk around with the other one. I think you might get stopped a few more times than you'd like. Oh yeah.
But but the point is, you walk around with a bit of paper.
Yeah.
And people think you're really busy.
Yeah. That's true. That's very true.
Really, really
busy. Kieran, I know that you're a man of TikTok.
Oh, the TikTok.
You love it? I know you can floss. Can you floss on camera right now for the people? Okay. Come on! Floss on camera. No, that's dabbing. I want you to floss. Here we go. Who says our podcast is terrible? I'm not putting this on TikTok. You can put this on your own TikTok. What can I say? But Kieran, apparently Mr. Donald Trump might be cancelling TikTok.
Sure. I'm just waiting for the round of applause from everyone in the comments.
There's going to be no round of applause for you, buddy.
What is this?
They're going to be banning TikTok. They're going to be banning TikTok in the USA. Have you heard about this? Unless Microsoft buys him out, I think.
Microsoft buys it, yeah.
Well, there was an article that came out not too long ago saying that like all these creators for TikTok, right? Same thing happened with Vine and a few other like platforms like that. All these creators have moved to LA, like these ones that get like millions of views from their dancing videos, this and that, and they've all moved into like one big house where they all create content either by themselves or in collaboration, but they're all in the same house, so they do that, and they've all got managers, they all work like that. A lot of YouTube people do that too.
Fuck off. They've got managers.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do they have managers?
Because they're getting like all these endorsement deals.
Oh, okay, that's right. I was going to say if the corporations are trying to sneak their way in,
yeah, they are. They're already fucked. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. But all these content creators, they're like 16 to like 22. They're all living in these houses in LA and this and that. But they're worried that if Trump gets rid of the platform of TikTok, they're going to lose, like, obviously their whole fan base, their whole audience. They're going to have to rebuild it on another platform or do something else. And they're all worried about what they're going to do next. And for me, it's just like, yeah, that's natural progression. You move on to the next platform. Like all the people from Vine, they went on to YouTube or whatever's the next platform. Vine basically just became TikTok, just a Chinese version, to monitor all the young people and all that sort of stuff and help pedophiles, obviously.
Yes, TikTok is Chinese owned, but TikTok was really, really creative. Oh, so not creative. TikTok was brilliant in that they made it really, really easy.
Yeah, exactly.
They got rid of all the friction. So it basically meant, see, what was it? Like 1 in 1,000 people on YouTube actually create content.
Yeah.
Whereas on TikTok, you didn't need to have any fancy digital editing skills.
Yeah,
you could just quickly put it together, and just basically due to an algorithm, it made the most famous. I don't even know who the most famous person is, but the most famous person, the person who's got the most amount of followers, is higher than any bloody like A-list celebrity.
Yeah, for sure. But that's a good thing, like because it's out of that sort of, I guess, LA sort of scene. And obviously, they're moving to LA now because that's where all the money, I guess, is to be made. But there's something happening right now on TikTok that makes the beautiful, beautiful sort of content. TikTok creators are pretending to be Holocaust victims in their new videos.
What?
Yes. So they're pretending to be Holocaust victims and say like, oh, I survived through this. I've been through like, doing like acting scenes or putting music and stuff like that in the background and pretending to be victims of the Holocaust or survivors of the Holocaust in their videos.
These are the famous ones.
These are the famous ones.
Why are they doing that?
Because they're getting clicks, they're getting views, millions of views.
Okay.
My goodness, the lad wanted an affirmation. See the sorrow in his eyes. Yeah, TikTok, it's still, I'm so glad I didn't get onto the TikTok. Like, I got off the Snapchat train, like, after, I don't know, not very long. And I just don't think I can. I think each generation's going to have a certain type of social media, which they just sort of latch on to. Like, even our friends, some of them don't even use Facebook, but they still have like the Messenger app for Facebook, just for connectivity with friends,
I think we're getting older, Turch. You're bloody old.
Oh,
and and I just don't think we can keep up with it. I think we're, that's it. We're done. It
done
gets to a
for
point
good.
and you just go, there were people much older than us who just went, what is this Facebook?
Oh, Dweezil does have a TikTok, yeah. But he's young. He's fresh. Yeah, look, a lot of
Dweezil is young and fresh. Where? Oh my God. Where is Dweezil?
Well, he's in the other room,
Well, just bring him in. Just come into the podcast.
She doesn't want to be on camera, which is fair enough, Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like whatever the next social media thing. Like, I've just had to download WhatsApp to connect with my workmates. Like, we've got a group there, and it's just like another app I have to have on my phone.
Owned by Facebook. WhatsApp.
Is it? Well, there you go. Yeah.
Owned by Facebook, just like Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. I knew that for a while. There you go. One of my brains just said. One of my buddies just says 8 million likes on TikTok. I just don't get it at all. Yeah, every time I watch something,
I can tell you why, man brain. It's because TikTok has as anyone can be found on TikTok. You don't
can
need
do that
to
on
be
YouTube
known.
as well.
No. But you don't need to be. YouTube has been slow to that. TikTok straight away when it was created allowed anyone to create. See, YouTube doesn't allow you to create. You can't just quickly put something together. TikTok makes that really easy, and then you can just be found.
Yeah.
And then TikTok learns sort of what you like by it just provides a feed straight away. So as soon as you sign up, the problem with MySpace or Facebook, when you first signed up, you didn't know anyone, like you had to add people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But TikTok just allowed you to start discovering people. So that's how that person got to 8 million likes. And they probably hacked the system.
That's it. They're hacking the system. No, but you can still get quite famous off YouTube and still make a living off that, especially with Patreon support, or super chats from live streaming if you're doing it that way, or Twitch. You can still get pretty famous and be quite popular on there and get millions of tens of thousands of people watching your streams all at one time. I mean, Mr. Dr. Disrespect just had like 500,000 people watch his stream on YouTube when he got kicked off. What's it called? When he got kicked off Twitch. Just one of those things.
Maybe, probably, maybe.
Just depends on the platform and what you're doing. I mean, Twitch, YouTube missed the big boat of trying to get people on here to stream videos, like trying to do video games and stuff like that, when a lot of the people on here were creating content about video games, and Twitch found that niche and got that, and now they're going crazy. They've got a goat girl or something like that on their board of advisors, and she's banning people, or he or she, I can't remember, something like that.
Are we going to get a board of advisors? We should get a board of advisors. We meet twice a year and we get shit-faced. And we advise.
We're doing a virtual pub crawl on Saturday. Maybe that could be our advisors there.
Are we going to we've got some good fans here. Are they going to be along on this virtual pub crawl?
I don't know, but we'll definitely talk about it on the next live stream. Some of them will be.
Maybe. Well, we're gonna. I'll tell you. I'll give you feedback Saturday. I'll tell you how well you've run Saturday, and then maybe we do the We Only Do One Take podcast COVID-19 lockdown virtual pub crawl.
Ah, there it is, Dear Gasm Girl. That's the one. Yes. Yeah, I'm up for that. If we can, we'll run a pub crawl for all these people. Get them, or we just do a drinking show.
Yeah.
Could
Can you hurry up and get the glasses?
I think we do need the glasses. We'll have to have a chat about this after the show. Kieran, I'm all out of material. I did have something about how white wine is apparently racist, but I can't be bothered talking about that. Oh, actually, here's a quick one. North Korea are ordering for people to hand over their decadent and bourgeois dogs because there's a meat shortage. So they're going to be eating fancy dog meats because there's a food shortage in a socialist country. That's never happened before. That's right. That's
where you want to be.
Never.
Beachgoer finds 78 pounds of cocaine washed up in Florida. I bet you the person who found it was trying to smuggle it in and then went, oh, fuck, this isn't working. I found cocaine. Oh.
Is there a reward for the police if you do hand in cocaine like that? Or is it just,
I don't know.
I'm not a scientist.
But you'd have to take some, wouldn't you? And then, last but not least, man survives lightning struck that blew his Crocs off. Who would you know who's still wearing Crocs in 2020?
I remember Crocs were everywhere. Crocs were everywhere at one point. I still feel like
fidget spinners.
I remember at the local shopping mall or shopping centre around here, there was a shop dedicated to Crocs, like a Croc shop. And I'm like, that's amazing. And there was even like Ugg boot Crocs and gumboot Crocs and sandals. It was like a full
Crocs.
I never had them. But I guess it'd be handy for like going into water. I don't know.
Yeah, water sports. If you're into water sports, they were really...
It was something.
They were okay. Would I get them again? No. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. How's your keto going?
Yeah, good. I've been tracking my food now, and I've eaten a little bit too many carbs today, but I'll be right. Did a lot of running though, and I'm like eating like I think 1,300 calories today. That's all I've had.
Okay.
Yeah, so low calorie, and really quite low carb. I think I did like 35 grams of carbs today. It's not much, but
it's not quite keto. I believe you've got to be under 25, Turch. So
yeah, I know. Yeah. I ate too many strawberries. I did go for a run.
Shame.
That's all good. Kieran, we can't talk about our fitness regimes anymore. I think we've got to end the show. I think we really do. Just a quick one here. What if you dudes made a merch store would absolutely buy a spoon and a beer mug yet? Oh, there we go. That's something. I think the souvenir spoons. I think that's my priority. And then I've had dog meat before and it was fucking rancid. There we go. What type of dog breed would taste best? And Jess says a sausage dog. Wow. Yeah. Maybe I should get a soundboard and play stuff like that. We could do Dr. Seuss autism song to YouTube. That's a banger. I go back there and listen to it regularly. Yeah, I think so. I think we can upload all that sort of stuff. Kieran, thank you so much. We had a great. It's always good when we're doing it live with the live chat. It sort of distracts us a little bit, and you're getting better at multitasking. I never thought I'd say that, but you are.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Excellent. And for all your
people.
wanking,
it's a pleasure.
It's for all your wanking needs, people. Make sure you follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and obviously subscribe to us here on YouTube for the latest updates on the show. So you get to hear the show live here, and then it comes out on all the streaming platforms on Thursday. And if you'd like to send us some hate mail, a death threat, or a rant, you can obviously comment here because we've got comments here about flat Earth. That's fine. But you can also record it on your phone or email us. You can send us video, whatever you want. We'll play it on the show. You can watch it now or listen to it now. You can email us at weonlydoonetakepodcast@gmail.com. Kieran, thank you so much for bringing in some news. Being on time for a stream. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I was trying to find these like 30 seconds before we went live, but I made it. So
I told you, 8 o'clock, we're live. Come earlier.
That was fine. We were on time. It was good. And you always have a little faith in me, Turch.
That's right. And for all you lovely wankers out there, we will see you next Thursday. But stay on the line because I'm going to get a kazoo and I'm going to play the theme tune on a kazoo. But I'm going to play the regular theme tune and then play it on a kazoo. We'll see you next Thursday.
All right, it's just me with the folks here, people.
I just got told that you were flossing.
Yeah, I was. It's good to be here with the people and at the end of the show. And thank you very much. Over to you, Turch.
Here we go. I've never done this before.
We will judge you.
That's pretty good. Thanks, Red. Good night, everybody.